Welcome to Lives of Light, little saints. Today we remember Blessed Hemming of Turku, whose feast is celebrated on May 14th in local calendars. He was a kind and humble bishop who cared for every person, no matter how difficult the journey. Story: the bishop who loved every soul. Long ago, in the lands we now call Finland, there lived a young boy named Hemming. Even as a child, he had a gentle heart and a deep desire to serve God. He loved going to church, listening to the gospel, and helping those around him. As Hemming grew older, he became a priest. People noticed that he was never too busy to listen to someone's worries or to pray with someone in need. His kindness was known far and wide, and many people trusted him not just as a leader, but as a friend. Eventually, Hemming was chosen to be the Bishop of Turku, the first bishop ever in what would become Finland. This was a great responsibility. Hemming knew that he would have to guide not just a few people, but an entire region in faith and love. Even as a bishop, he did not keep his distance from those he served. If someone was sick, Hemming would visit them. If a family was troubled, he would sit with them and pray. If children had questions about Jesus, he would take time to explain, gently and kindly. Hemming traveled long and difficult roads to reach people in distant villages. The weather was often harsh. The winters were cold. The roads were muddy and slow. But none of this stopped him, because he believed that every person deserved to hear about God's love. There was a story that people told about him. One snowy winter, Hemming came upon villagers struggling to carry heavy loads. Without complaining, he took off his warm cloak and gave it to someone who was cold. Another time, he found a hungry family and shared what little food he had, offering a prayer before every meal. The people called him the bishop who cared for every soul, and it was true. Hemming cared not just for the spiritual life of his people, but for their everyday struggles. He taught them that faith should never be far from compassion. Even when others disagreed with him, or when it was difficult to travel, Hemming remained patient and humble. His heart was always open, his door was always ready, and his prayers were full of hope. Saint Hemming reminds us that leadership is not about power or fame. It's about loving and serving others, no matter how challenging the journey. Reflection. Blessed Hemming teaches us that love means action. Ask yourself, who can I serve or help today? Maybe you can. Pray for someone who is sad. Help carry something heavy. Sit with someone who feels alone. Share what you have with a friend. Small acts of love help others feel God's care through you. Prayer. Dear Blessed Hemming, thank you for showing us how to serve with patience and kindness. Help me to care for others every day, to speak with love and act with compassion. Give me courage to help in places others might forget, and teach me to follow Jesus closely in all I do. Amen. Remember, little saints, like Blessed Hemming, you can share God's love through service and kindness every day. Keep helping, keep praying, and see you next time on Lives of Light.